Hello, my friends. Happy Tuesday. Hope you are all doing well. I lost track of time and almost came on a little late, so I hope that you are all doing well. I'm just pulling up my comment section on my screen here. Give me 1 second, and as you pop on, say hello if you are watching live. Okay. I see myself. We are good to go. Happy Tuesday, my friends. Today is Tuesday, May 20th at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you are watching me live right here, otherwise you can be watching the replay afterwards. Welcome back to another episode of Teach It Tuesday with Tammy and Jenny. For those of you that might be new here, welcome in. Today, Jenny and I are playing with one of the May kit releases. This is called the Beautiful Blues kit. I absolutely love this. You know I'm a blue girly. Jenny is a blue girly, so we thought it would be so much fun to dive into this kit. Each month, Stampin' Up! Releases 2 new kits, and this is one of the May releases. And I could not be more thrilled with this kit. This screams me. This screams makes my blue loving heart happy. Hello, Patty. Welcome. So this week, Jenny and I thought it would be so fun to dive into this kit. There are 3 different designs. We're going to create, each one of us is going to create one of the 3 designs, plus an alternate kit, or plus an alternate card. So I am focusing on this card right here. So I thought that would be fun to play with. And I'm not quite sure which design Jenny is playing with, but she is creating one of these other 2 designs plus an alternate. So we thought it would be fun to dive into these kits. I absolutely love these kits. They are fantastic for the beginner crafter or crafter on the go. Beginner crafter, it's fabulous because all of our inclusive kits come fully packed with embellishments, adhesives, a stamp spot, an exclusive stamp set, embellishments, and so it's perfect for that beginning crafter. Hello, my friend. Blue is your favorite color too, Anne? Oh, well, we've got the blue fans in the chat, so this is fantastic. So let's just quickly go over what comes in your kit. It comes in this amazing box, which you can redecorate, redesign, and repurpose, and put the cards in there and make a fantastic gift for someone. So these are great gifts for people. They're great gifts for teens that would like to create some cards but not quite sure what to do. Again, it's a great beginner course. There's minimal stamping. Some of our kits, you don't have any stamping at all, but what is on the bottom of this? Okay. I just wanted to make sure that that wasn't there. So let's go ahead and dive in what you get. Each all-inclusive kit comes with a clear mount, which is perfect for, this is the perfect size for the stamps that you get. You do get an exclusive stamp set, and I went ahead and stamped this in the Night of Navy just so you can see what it comes with. It does come with 3 different languages showing what the stamp images look like. I love this. I didn't realize this came in the kit. So what I always like to do with my kits is pre-stamp the sentiments just so I can show what it looks like. It also comes with all of the adhesives that you need. In this case is some Stampin' Dimensionals and some tear and tape. And this is a thinner version of our tear and tape, which is perfect for our frame. And I believe that is what we are using it on today. It also comes with these beautiful, stunning blue embellishments. Look how gorgeous that is. Like, this kit seriously was made for me 100%. It does come with a stamp spot. So in this case, we are using Night of Navy. I went ahead and pulled out my full version of Night of Navy just so I can stamp with that. I always like to keep these unopened just to give away for a customer or someone who's new to crafting. So I like to kind of throw in some stamp spots for my customers. And then of course, it does come with step-by-step instructions. I love our instructions. It's perfect. It tells you what each project you need to create the project. So I love that. And let's talk about the star of the show, in my opinion. These beautiful, beautiful card bases. Look how gorgeous these are. And of course they have white on the inside, so that is perfect. So you don't have to worry about putting a white panel on the inside. And then of course, stunning, stunning matching envelopes. And then all of our elements that come with it. So we have our frames that we're going to be playing with on my card today. We have these gorgeous cutout pieces, ephemera pieces. Stunning. This is what we are using on my project today. And they've given us labels, and they've given us an extra label just in case we have an oopsie for each of the labels. So I love that for me especially. So that is all that goes in these kits. I absolutely love it. So typically I would show you what we are creating and what the project looks like, but I only had one kit. So we're going to create on the fly today. And then we'll create our alternate project together. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough card bases to do both. So we are just going to go ahead and pull out the pieces that we need. So we need this panel piece. Let me go ahead and show you on the instruction panel really quick. We are creating project number 3. So we need our card base. We need this blue ephemera piece. Look how stunning that is. Ugh. I cannot, like, I squealed when I saw this. And there's another kit that has a sloth in it, and I may have squealed when I saw that too. So I'm going to be getting that kit, and we'll be obviously putting those kits together. I think I have really not dove into the kits, and I don't know why. I don't know why I haven't dove into these kits. So this is a great kit for me to springboard off of. Hello, Rosalie. Welcome in, my friend. Hope you are doing well. And then what else do we need? We need our label that we're going to be stamping. And I think that is it for the basics. So we're going to go ahead and just, it's going to come together really, really quickly. And where's my bone folder? There we go. Love that. Oh, that didn't fold very nicely. Let's refold that. There we go. Okay, so we have our card base. We have our frame. Look how gorgeous that is. We need our really thin adhesive here, our tear and tape. This is going to go around that border. And then we're going to lay that piece on top, stamp our sentiment, and stamp that as well. So let's go ahead and just adhere. Let me bring this in. Just adhere our tear and tape. I love that they gave us a thinner tear and tape that is like the parameter of the border around this. I love this thin tear and tape. I am going to send Stampin' Up an email to ask them to make a thinner version of our tear and tape, because that would be a fun option to have as well for more intricate projects like this. Because our regular tear and tape, I don't have it near me, is a little bit thicker. Okay, let me get, I know, and you know what? Oh, I don't have it in here. hold on, guys. Hang on. I'm going to go get Anne's, if I can find Anne's card. You know what? I am going to, so we don't hold up the live. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show Anne's beautiful butterfly card that she inspired, was inspired by this kit and created for me. She knows she knows my love for butterflies and she knows my love for blues. So she created a gorgeous card for me. And I'm going to include that in my blog post. So please be sure you catch my blog post tomorrow, because I've got to show that card. Funny how I chose this layout too. Maybe like subconsciously, I chose this because of your card, Anne. There we go. Look how easy this comes together. And then I am going to pop this up with some of our Stampin' Dimensionals that they gave us. I don't want to hold the live up, so I will definitely show that in the blog post. And which direction does this go? Looks like it goes this direction. Okay, there we have it. And let's get our sentiment, sending love. And that goes in this little one here. There we go. And see, I've already messed up. That's why they gave an extra one. They knew. There we go. That's much better. Go ahead and get this out, and we are going to adhere that. We need our beautiful embellishments here. It does tell you to use the tear and tape. I just thought it was easier for me to use the liquid glue, but it does tell you you can use the tear and tape for your adhesive for your labels. And then, of course, these stunning blue, come on, embellishments. These are absolutely gorgeous. Or maybe I'll put you up there. Look how beautiful and how quick and easy that comes together. So Jenny and I also are going to, like I said, we're doing alternates. So let's go ahead and talk about the alternate project. So for the alternate project, we have our main card base. Let me grab that again. And so we have our main card base. And then I thought it would be fun to bring in, and let me get another one of those frames because that is also what I am using. But I thought it would be fun to bring in the Florals Impressions designer paper. I am using the B side of this and use the background of that. So I have cut a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of designer paper, which is the B side of that design. And I thought it would just be fun to just create a lighter color background with that. Let's have it the right way. And then for our elements, our floral elements, I thought it would be fun to bring in some old olive leaves, and these are from the Impressions and Blooms dies, and I used this leaf right here and that leaf right there, and I thought it would be fun to come in and tuck some greenery. Let me get this out of the way. Behind oh, come on. These pieces are just falling apart because they're not glued down. I thought it would be fun to tuck in some greenery behind these flowers and just give it just a little bit of pop of color. It doesn't need anything extravagant out of this because you have an extraordinary frame die that is absolutely perfect. It doesn't need much, but I just thought it would be fun to bring in some pop of color. And then let me get some twine. 1 second. And I thought it would be fun to bring in some linen thread. So I'm not going to be changing much of it, just enough to just change just a little bit. You don't want to take away from the beautifulness of the card itself. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this panel down first, and then we'll lay the frame on top of it. Thank you. I know, Anne. Yeah, I would totally love a whole kit with the beautiful bases and frames. Absolutely. This kit just makes me smile. Hi, Joan. Welcome in. Making sure I'm not missing any other comments. Okay. Okay, come on. And then we'll go back in and do our tear and tape again. I love this thin tear and tape. I could use a whole roll of this. Definitely going to be going on to the suggestion box, Stampin' Up, and asking them to maybe possibly introduce some thinner tear and tape along with their normal size tear and tape. Give them 2 options. I think that would be a perfect addition to our adhesive family. Okay, and we have our frame that I'm going to lay that right on top like that, just like so. And then let me lay this kind of down. I think I'm going to just go ahead and glue that down because I knew I liked that popping up right there. Go. Lay that down. And then this time, instead of popping this up, I'm going to go ahead and adhere it flat. And I'm just gonna add the glue in the middle here so I can do some tucking under, and then having my leaves just kind of pop up, like these end pieces just pop up. And tuck one there. And it just gives it just some little extra green. Now you can use any shade of green, but I thought because this was a darker blue that the old olive looked nicely. Let's see, maybe I kind of like it like that. Or do we like it up here? I kind of like it at the bottom. I might have another, I have an extra leaf right here. I think we'll throw in 4 leaves this time. Give it some greenery. There we go. And then we have another label of sending love. I thought about possibly using one of these labels, but it takes away from the etching of that frame. So I really liked the smaller label on that. But maybe we'll add some twine behind this. Or some linen thread. I keep calling it twine. And let's go in the other direction. Come on. It's like my bows. Go. Pop this up just like that. Add some twine behind that. You could barely see it, but it does show up in person, I promise you. And then of course, we are going to finish with some embellishments that are not being cooperative. One right there, one right there, one right there. Look at that. Isn't that fun? So we have a darker version and a lighter version, just enough to change it up and just give it some fun, a different look for that. And then I think on the inside of this one, I think I'm gonna go ahead and stamp one of these on the inside in the corner there, just like that. Look how beautiful. Let me go ahead and grab an envelope really quick. And I think we'll stamp one of the leaves on the corner of the envelope as well, just to give it something fun. you love the added greenery and the linen thread. I do too. I think it's super fun. So there is our kit project as is, and here is our alternate project. I hope that you love the alternate project. I just thought it was just needed something, and I was kind of playing with some ideas, and because of the intricacy of is that even a word? Am I creating words again? Because of the detail of the frame, I didn't want to take away from the beautifulness of that. So just changing the background and changing it up a little bit, giving it a different pop of color, I thought really tied it in nicely. Well, that is it for me today, friends. This is a very short, easy live for us today, but be sure to hang out with Jenny at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on her page. That's Stampin' with Jen, with 2 N's in Stampin' and 2 N's in Jen, at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time today, and see how she creates her alternate project for this kit. But thank you all for joining me today, and I will hopefully see you all on Saturday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on my YouTube channel. All of the details, including the project that Anne sent me, the beautiful card that she sent me, will be on my blog post tomorrow at cardsbytlc.com. I'll have the replay there and the link to Jenny's replay in case you miss her video today. But I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all next time for more creative fun. Bye, everyone.